Stop staying stagnant. It's literally the most unattractive thing you can do. And if you want to repel things, if you want to repel blessings and people, then sure, keep on staying stagnant, keep on never trying anything new, keep on waiting for that so-called perfect moment that's never gonna exist, because all you do is missing out on opportunities and chances and blessings because you are creating the perfect moment. You can never be fully ready until you actually try. So stop waiting, stop staying stagnant, and actually start to grow yourself. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alina if you're new here, and today we're going to talk about how you can actually keep things moving in life, how you can keep on reinventing yourself, how you can stop staying stagnant, because staying stagnant is probably one of the most unattractive traits that you could have. To always be afraid of, what comes next, to always be worrying, to never actually take action and to fulfill your dreams and fulfill the things that you want to do in life, just because you may be feeling too old or too young or to this or to that, not good enough to this. Like, you could have a million excuses, but why don't you find a million reasons why? If you have a goal in life, if you have a desire, if you have something that you really truly want to achieve, and it doesn't even need to be a monetary goal or, a materialistic goal. It can simply be you developing yourself, you becoming your best version, you fulfilling and finding out your true potential. So if that is something that you're aiming for, you just cannot keep on staying stagnant. You just cannot keep on maintaining the same kind of life, because if you're trying to manifest a new life, you have to be okay with letting your old life go, with letting certain people go, breaking habits, with breaking up with people, and to leave the old things behind, to let go of all that baggage that keeps you stuck in your current life and that keeps you from embodying a new self, also creating your new reality. So one of my biggest traits is probably that I always keep on reinventing myself, and I'm never afraid to start over. Like, in the past couple years, I've probably started over like 10 times with multiple different businesses, with a lot of things that I tried out that I didn't enjoy. And for me, I'm a person, I can only do things that I'm really passionate about. That doesn't mean that I don't have discipline. That doesn't mean that I may be lacking motivation. No. But I know exactly what is right for me and what doesn't feel aligned with me. And you have to try out many different things to actually find that and to know for sure when something is your calling, when something is your purpose or not. And in order to do that, you just have to be willing to take risks. You have to be willing to try out new things, because otherwise, how would you actually know? There's so many people that aim for different things in life, but they never actually do them because they're so afraid of either what others might think or that it doesn't work out. I don't give a shit if something doesn't work out, because then I know it doesn't work out. So it's not actually a loss or a failure, because then I have certainty that something is not right for me. And only through that certainty, I can go on and try something new. Right? So in the last couple of years, I've tried trading and investing, tried network marketing, I've tried digital marketing, I've done so many different things, guys. You have no clue. The one thing that I've sticked with was always fulfilling myself, growing myself, my personal development. That will be like my mindset. That will be the only thing that I'm constantly developing, that I'm gonna stick forever with. But when it comes to trying new things, I started this YouTube channel just last year. Let's just start creating videos, because that was always a passion of mine. So now I'm really getting closer to fulfilling all of my passions. You guys don't actually know this because I haven't shared this yet, but I feel like now I can share a little bit. So I started a real estate career. I just decided one day that I want to become a real estate agent, because that's what I've been dreaming of for the last couple of 6 years. Actually, already since I finished school. That's actually very funny, because I tried to become a real estate agent right when I finished school, but I didn't have any connections. I didn't have any sales skills or, any of the skills that I needed. And I didn't really find a place where I could do my education. I didn't want to study it. So I was like, I don't know, I've tried something else, right? So anyways, throughout the last couple of years, I had it come back into my mind multiple times, and I love watching all those real estate shows. Now I was like, you know what, let's actually try it. Let's actually do it. So I decided to just, do my real estate license and to learn about this, because one of my goals in the future is to own properties and to maybe flip homes, to have maybe an Airbnb business, like to just do something regarding real estate. So I wanted to just gain that knowledge now so that in the future I could do that and, like have that knowledge already. And I don't ever think that any knowledge that you could gain, any investment into yourself is ever a waste, because with that you gain so much knowledge, with that you gain so much power, and you have so many choices, because as you're doing all those different things, as you've learned all about all those different things, you have now a pool of so many skills and talents and abilities and knowledge that you could take whatever you want to take from and, put it into something else. And I still do digital marketing. I still do Inner Bloom. I still do, I'm still mindset manifestation coach. I still do all of those things. I just added another thing onto my list that I really wanted to fulfill myself. And that's like, I literally manifested my real estate career in like a month. Like I decided I want to be a real estate agent. Like I applied for multiple agencies that I really liked. And also at the same time, I was hired by them to do their social media. So now I'm also getting paid for that. So I have another stream of income. So it's just like, multiple different streams of income. But like that was me taking a leap of faith in myself, because sure, I might be not as active right now on my YouTube channel. I might be not as active right now on my Instagram because I'm reevaluating myself. I'm thinking about different, style and aesthetic that I want to embody. And for that, I'm going to take my time. But, I'm currently in the transitioning phase of reinventing myself all over again. And I've done that multiple times over the last couple of years. So never be afraid to reinvent yourself, to never be afraid to try something new, to invest into yourself, into your knowledge. The most important thing is that you never stay stuck and stagnant, because as I said, it's just unattractive. Like when I meet people, from my past, and I talk to them, and like we catch up with things, and they tell me about things that they've talked about maybe the last time that I talked to them, which was maybe 3 years ago, right? And I talk to them and I listen and I'm like, wow, they actually didn't change at all. And what I hear in return from people is always, wow, you changed so much. And sometimes they don't even mean it as a compliment, but like this is the biggest compliment that you could ever give me. The biggest offense that you could ever tell me is you haven't changed at all. Like, if you haven't met somebody in a while and they would tell you you haven't changed at all, you're still the same, like my alarm clock would be ringing. I would be like, wait, what? Have I actually not done any work? Am I still the same person that I was 3, 5, 10 years ago? For me, that doesn't really make sense, because the only thing in life that is inevitable is change. And if you refuse to change, if you refuse to take, looks left and right, if you refuse to just keep your options open, to be open and like open-minded to different things, like you're doing something wrong in your life. You are not fulfilling your full potential. You are literally the same old person that you were, years and years and years ago. And for me, that's very offensive. I haven't been fulfilling my own potential. I haven't actually kept what I was promising myself. And that is to become my best self. And obviously that keeps on changing with time. That keeps on, I keep on always reevaluating and growing and, trying new routes. But the one thing that I always promised myself was to always aim to become my best self and my best version, my elevated self. And if you don't elevate in life, you're actually going backwards. Your life is there to live and to try out and to experience, but if you never experience anything, if you keep on doing the same old thing, even if you don't even like it, and that's like the biggest thing that I don't understand when people tell me, that they want to do something and what they're currently doing, they don't even enjoy. Like, I always must enjoy what I do, otherwise I don't do it. Like, you could not even give me like a specific amount of money. If I don't like what I do, if I'm not passionate about it, I cannot do it. I have to find something else. Like, I believe our life is there to fulfill our purpose, to fulfill a specific passion of ours, and that we all are blessed with certain skills and talents and passions that nobody else has. Like, we are blessed with certain visions that nobody else can see. So that is also why, when you have a vision and somebody else doesn't understand it, it is because you have the vision, not the other person. You have to fulfill that vision because God gave it to you. Do you realize that? God gave it to you for a reason, not anybody else. So you don't even need to share your vision with other people if you don't want to. But even if you do and they don't understand, who cares? It is your vision for a reason. And the most important thing is that you do not stay stuck and stagnant with keeping that vision just a vision, with keeping that vision just a dream. You have to make that vision a reality, because that's why you have it. And if you don't even take action, if you don't even move, if you just keep on, being in your comfort zone, who is served by that? The world is not served by you playing small, by you not going out there making bold ass moves and go outside of your comfort zone, like releasing all your fears by actually going through your fears and, getting uncomfortable. You know how uncomfortable I was to create this kind of YouTube videos? You know how uncomfortable I was to talk to people on the phone? You know how uncomfortable it was for me to, take a picture of myself, to talk on my stories, to go live, to, do all the things that now are so normal for me, because things are only uncomfortable for you until you do them long enough so that they become your new standard, so that they become your new normal. So when something that you do doesn't feel normal to you, it feels uncomfortable, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with the action, with doing the thing. It just means that your body has not adapted yet. Your mind hasn't really processed yet what you're trying to do. Our bodies and brains are wired to keep us safe and comfortable, not necessarily happy and successful, because sometimes that happiness and that success means something unfamiliar. And for example, if you grew up with poverty, if you grew up with struggle, with lack of self-worth, self-confidence, and a lack of love for yourself, you might think that that happiness, that success, that money, that love, that, great relationship is not even for you, just because it seems so unfamiliar and it kind of is uncomfortable for you. But as I said, you're wired for comfortability. You are wired to stay stagnant instead of happy. But I guess every single person who watches these videos or who tries to, become better, they actually want to be happy, right? So if you want to be happy, you just have to keep on moving. You just have to keep on trying. You have to keep on reinventing yourself and trying new different things. And just because other people are doing it that exact way, it doesn't mean that they're doing it the right way. It just means that they're going with the flow. It just means that they're just, adapting to everybody else. But you can do different. You can go into the opposite direction. You can literally do what nobody else has done before. You know how many people there are that has been inventing things that have never done before? Like, the first car. People were probably laughing at them. You know how Amazon got started? In a garage. And look what happened now. There are so many people that had a vision in mind, while everybody else was laughing about them, hasn't done shit in their own lives, but judging and projecting their own insecurities and fears onto others. And those people that actually fulfilled that vision, they kept on moving, they kept on doing things, they kept on failing, they kept on, reinventing themselves and doing things and just not staying stagnant. Those are the people now that are the most successful. Those are the people that actually achieve something in their lives, that actually are doing and fulfilling their mission and their purpose because they just refuse to stay stagnant. While those other people, they're probably crying now because they were just laughing. And now they're embarrassed because, maybe they could have supported that. Maybe they also could have tried something. And you know what? It's always those ugly, miserable people that have the most to say, but are doing the least. There's two different types of people. There's the people that are just, doing things. They are fulfilling their mission and they never talk badly about anyone else. They are not judging people. It's only the losers that are judging people. It's only those people that haven't achieved anything in their lives that tear other people down because they want to keep everyone in their misery bubble. Misery loves company for a reason. And if those people are, putting their misery and their, projection of fears and insecurities onto you and you stay with them in their misery bubble, they are happy because now they don't have to ask themselves, maybe I should change myself. But if you try to leave that misery bubble and you're changing yourself, you know what they do? They start questioning. Oh shit, that person's changing. Why are they doing this? Who do they think they are? And they have to overcompensate their lack of trust into themselves, their lack of self-respect and self-love because they are not fulfilling themselves. They have to compensate that with projecting and with judging and with criticizing because they don't want to face that they are never changing, that, those are the people you meet after 5 to 10 years and they haven't changed at all. They're still the same, but you have to decide to who you want to belong. Those other people that are doing something, that are always trying, that are always, growing themselves, that are always learning new things, that are always investing into themselves. Those are the people that will encourage you. Those are the people that will tell you, no, go harder. Just keep on trusting in yourself. Have faith. Keep going. They will not laugh about you for doing your first YouTube video. They will not laugh about you for starting a TikTok or Instagram account. They will not laugh about you for, starting your first business. They will not laugh about you if you just try to pursue your goals, if you try to just better yourself. They will not laugh about you for journaling and doing affirmations and talking to your mirror and doing EFT tapping. They will not do that. They will actually encourage you to do it more consistent, to never give up. Those are the people that you need to surround yourself with. Those are the people that you need to listen to. Don't listen to those losers that are constantly telling yourself, like, who do you think you are? Don't do this. Whatever. They can keep on being in their misery bubble and trying to drag everyone along and trying to just tear everyone down, because all that they have in their lives is resentment and a lot of bitterness, And if you're so bitter, if you are so miserable, like, you cannot do anything from a place of bitterness and resentment. So you have to learn to which cycle you want to belong, to the losers or the winners, to those who stay stagnant and never trust themselves, never do anything different, and always have, this, like, they never want to look left and right. They literally have those, shades on, and they're like, no, I don't, like, our way is the best way. We keep on sticking to the old ways. We don't know anything else, and we don't want to know anything else. But those reinventors that are doing things because they have that vision and they want to follow that calling and that passion and that purpose inside of them, those are the people that will be so successful. And it doesn't even matter how long it will take you. It doesn't matter if it takes you, 6 months, if it takes you a year, if it takes you 4 years, 10 years. It doesn't matter, because everyone else is on their own journey, because the comparison kills your joy. But if you just keep on doing it repeatedly, change your strategy once in a while, but you just keep on going, you're gonna get there sooner or later. You know that, right? Because it's just about reprogramming yourself and about your subconscious mind and the beliefs that you have. And if you have very shitty beliefs because you had a very hard upbringing, your worldview and how you view yourself is miserable because that's just how you grew up, maybe it will take you a little bit longer. But it doesn't matter, because when you're there, when you finally reach that goal, what will you say to yourself? Oh my gosh, if I had just hit it, a year ago or 6 months ago. No, you will just celebrate. You will celebrate that you're there, and you will be fucking proud of yourself. And if you don't, you're probably doing something wrong. You have some, self-love work to do, I would say. If you cannot celebrate yourself, you're probably too focused on that specific outcome. You have to fall in love with that journey. Sometimes it's tough to go one step at a time. And if you look up the staircase, you just want to be on top of it, right? But you know what? Through those simple steps that you're, one step after the other, that you're going towards that top of the staircase, that is when you learn the most. That is when you have all those challenges that you're facing and all those experiences that you have. Imagine right now, you could go to the top of the staircase, but along the staircase, there would be so many surprises, so many amazing people that you meet, so many great things that you could experience and lessons that you learned. What would you do? Would you rather go every single step having all those blessings, experiences, surprises, and things? Or would you go right away to the top of the staircase, but you don't remember any of those things that you learned in between? What would you do? Probably, if you're not sick, you would take that journey. You would be like, no, I actually want to remember what I did. I want to remember all those things that I've experienced. I want to have those memories. You want to, that's what we're doing this for. It's experience and memories. And if you don't want to have those memories, then sure, try to get, to the top, ASAP. But, then you don't need to wonder why you're not fulfilled. If you learn to focus more on the journey than on the outcome, you will always be happy. You know, you will always be happy. You will always be fulfilled because no matter what you do, you know you're going. You know you're doing things. You know you're evaluating yourself. You know you're elevating. You know you're just enjoying your life and you're being present. And only in the present moment you have that power to realize what's going on and to be conscious and aware of the things that you're doing and appreciating yourself and falling in love with yourself every single day all over again. And if you just jump to that top staircase, but you have no clue what you actually done. But also then there's other people who never even try at all. Those are the people who actually really stay stagnant and they feel so stuck. And you know why you feel stuck? It's because you're not doing anything. You feel stuck because you know deep down that what you're doing right now is not fulfilling you, and that makes you question you. You know, it's not really the other people that are questioning you, it's more so yourself. And it's not that other people would not believe and trust in you, that you could do something, that you're capable. It is more so that you don't trust yourself. You do not believe in yourself. You think you can't. If you're never trying, you will never know. You know, and there are chances and then there's timing. But for most of the people, and that's very sad, they are either always, you know, wasting time on waiting for that perfect moment, or they're wasting time on waiting for that chance. But when they finally get the chance and they receive an opportunity, they say, oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. Like, let's just wait a little bit longer because I need to prepare myself. I need to be mentally, physically, solely like ready. Like right now it's retrograde. I can't do anything. You know, like they have millions of excuses for not doing things that they actually really want to do. And when they are literally having an opportunity on a silver plate, meeting all the right people, is literally pushing them into the direction that they really want to go, they think that they are not ready yet. So they waste another 6 months, another year, and they're still not starting. And then, you know, if you keep on waiting for those chances again, who knows when they will come. And that is the time when you experience regret. And I believe for most people, you will get certain chances in your life that you will take, and you will get certain chances in your life that you will always gonna regret. I usually don't really like to regret things, but I also know for myself that most of the times when I had a chance, I actually took it. Because I was like, there's no coincidence right now. I don't believe in any, like, you know, coincidences. Like, this is my chance. This is my time. Even if I don't feel ready, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to do it right now. Did I feel ready right now to, like, just learn about real estate while I'm, you know, having another business and doing my YouTube channel? And blah, blah? No, I didn't feel ready. You know, I didn't feel ready. But how could you feel, and like, how could you ever feel ready by just waiting longer? You can only feel ready and get yourself ready by actually going out and doing it. You know, imagine a swimmer. He never jumps into the water. All he does is, you know, do the same moves, you know, that he would do in the water, but he does it like standing on the land, right? He's not jumping in. Do you think this man will ever become a very great swimmer? Probably not, because he never touched the water. How do you want to become great at anything and get ready for anything if you never actually go out and do it? Like, you have to, you know, maybe go inside the water, maybe drown 1 or 2 times, maybe, you know, take those little things on and like learn how to swim like this, have somebody else help you, but at least doing it. Think of yourself as like seagrass, you know, flowing with the water, you know, and keep on moving. Never stay stuck like that. And be like, so rigid and no, I don't want to try new things. I don't want to do this because it's hard and it feels uncomfortable. Stop being so miserable. Place a bet on yourself and do my best, and whatever will come out will come out. If I don't like it, fine. Next. If I fail, okay, lesson learned. Next. If it doesn't work out, great. I know one more thing that doesn't work out for, and stop blocking yourself away. You know, that's the thing that most people do when they have a negative experience. Like, they feel so hurt and so betrayed about that specific thing didn't work out, that specific relationship that they thought will be, you know, their end relationship and they will marry the person. It didn't work out. Okay, but so what? Now you want to block yourself and be forever, you know, that Grinch that doesn't like Christmas just because it was bullied in school. And one thing that I learned by, you know, always trying and reevaluating myself and really moving through a lot of different fears myself was that each time I've overcame a fear, I was always like, wait a second, it was not even that bad. It wasn't even that fearful. Like, it wasn't even that bad as I've always imagined, because most of the time we imagine the worst case scenario, but it never actually happens like this. And when the fear finally like passes, we're like, what did I do to myself? Why was I so afraid? This is not even as bad. So just know that all your fears, yes, they are valid and it's a feeling, but they're also illusions. It's something that you make up in your mind to basically sabotage and stop yourself. But if you move through them, that's when you learn that you can trust yourself more. That's when you learn that, wait a second, I am capable. I can achieve anything. And once you do that once, you gain more trust in yourself. You gain more self-respect. You gain more self-love and security and confidence. And when you have all that confidence, you will, get onto another obstacle and you will be like, wait a second, am I afraid? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but I know I did this and this and this in the past. So now I know I'm also capable of probably handling this. And you will become so much faster, so much more efficient at handling problems because you learn, how to get better with them. It's not that you will never face any challenges and fears and problems, but you will get better to not as much react to them, but to actually respond to them with, your confidence and your conviction that you will handle it anyways. So this is not just only how you get unstuck, but also how you gain a whole lot of confidence for yourself and by constantly keeping on moving in your life. Because the next time that you want to do something that you really want to grow yourself, work on yourself, stop waiting for the next year. Stop waiting until you can write it onto your New Year's resolutions list. You know what? Time is an illusion anyways. Why don't you just start now? Stop waiting for next year. Right now it's October. We have a couple more months until, December and January. But why would you want to wait until then, until December, January, to finally start that new thing that you wanted to start? Start now. What's the point of waiting? There's no point. You're just postponing your blessings. So with that being said, if you're ready to grow yourself and get all the tools and resources to become your best self and really start blooming into your best self, and if you're a woman and you want to manifest your dream reality, you want to become your elevated self and really transform yourself from the inside out, working on your self-concept, your subconscious belief, your fears and doubts, and anything that you can imagine that is holding you back right now, then check out my Inner Bloom Academy in the description box below. Become a part of the community and start blooming into your best self. So guys, this was my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am finally back on here. I am so busy with right now learning about real estate, and I've had a bunch of different e-learnings and courses and so many more things that are coming up right now, guys. So I am very busy with a lot of things. So bear with me. I'm trying to keep on still posting every 2 weeks. Like the video, give me thumbs up. If you have any topic suggestions or questions, put them in the comments below. And other than that, if you're new here, then subscribe to my channel and I see you guys in my next video. Bye.